I feel like talking out some stuff, I guess. So, I don't know why I'm still making these videos. Like in publicly uploading them or something. Because, I looked at my video that I made yesterday that I hadn't made in like a month or something. That's what it feels like. And the only person that watched it was my girlfriend. Nobody else did. And I definitely felt how, oh, well, I disappeared for too long. Nobody cares anymore, I guess, or whatever, right? And nobody's listening. Except her, maybe, because even her, she has her own life. And to listen to somebody talk about what's going on with them for like 45 minutes, that's a good chunk of your day, honestly. To listen to somebody just talk about a bunch of stuff. So I guess, like, I wanted to challenge myself, like, this morning again, and just walk through the emotions and feelings that I have when it comes to just that, like the social stuff and everything. And I won't stay on topic probably, but whatever. That's just one thing that was like bugging me, or I was thinking about. And I don't know, like right now, I guess I'm like down or something. Because I'm like, oh wow, nobody's listening or whatever. Except maybe my girlfriend, which I guess doesn't feel, I don't know, good enough. Because I'd rather just talk to my girlfriend. I'd rather just talk to her, right? These videos aren't necessarily for her. Like, I've made videos for her just directly, and I don't upload it, or I make it unlisted and I just send it to her. And it's for her strictly. But these videos aren't. These videos are for more of a broader audience, I guess, that I don't have. Well, I'm not sure why I want that, I guess. Why do I want to speak to a broader audience? And me and her were talking about that yesterday. And she was just saying she's just so sick of all this social media shit, and I'm a social media influencer, right? Like, she's tired of all that. And I am too. And whatever, I'm like, what am I even trying to do on here? Am I trying to get to a podcast level? Am I trying to, I don't know, right? And she was talking about how easy it is just to make a video. Like, it's scripted. It's just scripted. Like, you can just scrap a video, you can re-edit it, whatever people do, right? And nobody's really having a real raw conversation. And then, here's the thing. I'm not talking to anybody but myself right now. I've been just pontificating with me for the past whatever amount of months. And I'm not really talking to nobody. And then again, the limitations of just, like, I'm anonymous. I'm not really saying everything that I'd like to say. So, I can start feeling really down. And be like, wow, what's the point of any of this? Why am I doing any of this? This feels like a waste of time now. But what's the goal here? What's the goal? Is the goal to grow some type of following? Well, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it'd be cool to talk to people and I guess do the interviews and podcasting. But at the same time, I don't really see myself doing that full time. And ever since I started this fucking YouTube shit, like this isn't, I don't know, I talked about that. This isn't really it either. Like, I don't feel like this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life or something. I don't really see myself trying to develop and get a bigger following and trying to, I don't fuck with it because I'm like, why am I doing that? To make money? I don't know. And then I start feeling this down feeling. Because, oh, wow, I started this and then now I don't really want to do it that much anymore. And I don't really want to pursue it and try to make something more out of it. I'm kind of whatever about it now. Just like, all right, well, that was a phase. Time to stop. Even though I still, whatever, here I am talking again. But about what exactly? And I'm not ready to like, oh, well, hey, you know what? Fuck YouTube. Fuck the channel. I'm going to say goodbye now. And I'm going to move on to the next chapter in my life, which is, I don't fucking know what. But that's interesting. It's like, this is not a career path. I don't really fuck with this idea anyways. I need a career path. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I just don't. Or whatever. So, like, YouTube's this little hobby thing, or this little thing that I just do on the side, or I decide to do it in the morning. It's not, I'm not obligated to do any of this, which is a great feeling. I'm happy about that. I don't need to fucking make a YouTube video, and that's why I haven't been, because I'm not forced to. And as soon as I feel like I'm forced to, or this becomes another job, yeah, I don't fuck with it. And I said that again. So, you know what? I don't know. And then I was thinking this morning, like, I just want to, like, focus on my health, I guess, because I'm not going to kill myself. Like, I don't feel that. I don't feel like I'm going to kill myself. But I felt this little spark of motivation to just, all right, let me try to go to sleep. Let me try to eat better. I'm going to try to go to the gym if I don't work motherfucking 12 hours today. Because, you know, that's what the fuck happened yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. That's weird. Like, I felt it, like, this morning. I'm like, okay, I don't feel like blowing my brains out. So let me just... I know I can feel better if I just start eating like better and sleeping, and fuck it, like, let's see how that's gonna go, I guess. And I was also just driving into work, and I just thought about, like, what it means to be a man, and, like, what's going on with my mind. Why do I ask all these questions? Am I weak? Am I genes that shouldn't be passed on to the next generation? I'm a weak gene that needs to just die off. Like, I'm thinking about all that kind of stuff, right? And I don't know why any of that matters to me, but I guess it does to some degree. I don't know. I don't want to be weak. I don't want to be weak, but I don't know what being weak even means. I don't know. I have this idea of I'd like to be a strong man, like, mentally or whatever, more than anything. My physicality is, like, all right, but, you know, I just kind of want to feel good about myself. But today, for example, I don't really feel like, oh, I feel really bad about myself. I don't really feel good about myself. I'm just stuck again kind of in this middle area of mediocre feelings and just lukewarm. Just not anything really. And I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm frustrated with something. I keep saying I don't know a lot, like, right now, because some fucking homeless guy trying to cross the fucking highway. Like, Jesus, what the fuck are you doing? And that's, so, like, with this video right now, I don't know if I necessarily want to start digging up a bunch of things to talk about, you know, like, because it's tiring, and I don't want to be tired, but then here I am again, and I'm, like, stuck with this. Wow, why don't I know what to do? Like, what is with this directionless type of feelings all the time? Like, why does that keep happening to me? Or why has it been happening to me, like, my whole life? Or whatever. Especially recently. Like, it's so hard for me to just know what to do and what's the right fucking blah, blah, blah to do. What decision do I need to make? I kind of made a choice this morning. I'm like, all right. I want to take care of myself physically, because Because mentally right now, like, I don't really know how to, but I know that taking care of my body and all that stuff, that makes me feel better. It does. Wow, I just got a sharp feeling of like, wow, nobody's listening. Why do you have to? Why do people have to listen? Why do I want people to listen? Because think about it, I don't need to make this public. I don't need to make this video public. I guess I'm not ready to let go of this idea of trying to grow my YouTube channel or something. I guess I'm not ready to do that. I'm not ready to stop trying, I guess. Thinking about it right now, like maybe I should just like break out of this and just stop it. But I don't know. I guess the function of this is to talk in front of an audience. Like I want to do that, but I don't know why. I was talking to my girlfriend about that. It's like to make myself feel better, to feel less shame, I guess. Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe. I don't have any talents, I guess. I like to talk about this kind of stuff, and yes, I'd like to make a living off of it, and that's what I want to do, because I don't know what else to do. Like the only other thing that I've been thinking about is like psychology and becoming this psychologist, but even the idea of that kind of makes me uncomfortable, and I don't really see myself being a therapist or something. Like I don't see that. And then here I am again, I'm lost. My best friend right now is lost too. Like he's just doesn't know what the fuck to do with his life. And we're the same age. You know, he's just several months younger than I am. And I see a lot of older people, like they didn't find their way in life. Right? They didn't find it. They're floating just like I am, except the only difference is they're 55 or they're in their late 40s or whatever, right? But they're not any more found than I am. I guess they've been through more than me, but that's about it. There's no real difference. Yeah, I'm just like really directionless. Like I don't have any direction in life. This is what I mean. So even right now, like there's something I like want to talk about. Like my girlfriend talked to me yesterday about, you know, lifestyles and stuff, and how hers is just different than mine. And she doesn't want to slow down for me anymore, right? Or you know, she said a lot more than that, but I guess I just don't want to go into the details. I don't know. My girlfriend has, I guess, more of a sense of direction in her life than I do. You know? Like yeah, I feel like she really is like wants to move and wants to do and wants to do some stuff, right? I don't have anything. Again, like I don't have anything. Like the thing that I was thinking about, like me and her, we went on some trails like over the weekend. And then we took a day off last Wednesday, and we went on another trail. We were just outside, right? And it was so nice. And then I think about that. How much that really helps my mental health, I guess, is like being outside, I suppose. Just feeling the fresh air a lot more. My job is very outside though. Like it is. Like I really am outside. So most of the time during the week, I don't really have this feeling of, I want to go outside. You know, after I get home, it's like, okay, I kind of want to be home. I've had enough of the world out there. I've seen enough, been around. You know, but she has a different job than I do. You know, she's not this vendor that drives a truck, right? So that's what I mean. We just have different lifestyles, different schedules, different stuff like that, different hours being worked. And sometimes I just like, yeah, I kind of want my mind to go blank. Like whatever, I'm on the highway, I see the mountains out in the distance, you know, to my left. And, you know, where I live, everybody's so, let's go hiking and trails and yeah, and I hate those people. They're fucking annoying, you know. But I just see that and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to just get out, I guess. This is the weird thing. Like, why do like, maybe that is a problem in and of itself. Like, oh, I'm directionless. Well, who says I need to have any direction at all anyways? Because people without direction are, and that's the problem. I'm like, that's why I said I was thinking about what it means to be a man. Like, oh, men know what they want, they know where they're going, they know what they want to do with their life, and blah, blah, blah. And then you look at somebody like me, I'm this directionalist guy, constantly in conflictions with himself and not really knowing what to do, and he's super indecisive, and that's unattractive. Okay, how do I, not care, right? How do I not care about being attractive? Like I'm a human being with these biological functions. I want women to like me, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But that's the problem. It's like, I don't know. It's so tricky. Like, and I also think about that all the fucking time. I'm like the men that don't care, right? The dickheads and the assholes, oh, they get the women. But it's just a fine line, right? You can't be just a straight asshole. But there is this elusiveness that's attractive to men. If a man's just all over a woman, being all clingy and, oh my God, I love you so much, let's go all the time, please, I'm around you, yeah. Like, it's just, you, gross, get off me. You know, if a man's constantly looking for validation from the opposite sex, it's not attractive. It's just not. So I look at myself and I'm like, okay, I'm directionless. But I'm not trying to force myself to have a direction either. If I don't have one, you know, I'm just thinking I am going through all of these different feelings and emotions. And I just want to feel like that's okay. And I don't know, like, I think about it like, oh, I need to have direction in my life. I need to have meaning. I need to... That's what somebody else thinks. That's how somebody else wants their life to be. But that's the big problem though. Like my girlfriend, like she is strategic. And I'm just this floaty, unsafe bastard that she's, you know, dealing with. And that's unattractive. I don't provide safety to women. I don't provide this, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere and everything's all good and I'm your rock that you can always lean on. Like, you know, like in the fucking movies, right? There's this fucking male figure that's this guy for the woman. And I know what that is, but I'm like, is that just a fantasy? And I feel like a lot of men try to live up to this thing and they fail all the time and they get left. But then I'm like, okay, is this the women's fault or the men's fault? Or is it anybody's fault at all? Maybe it's just as a whole, we have this flawed view of what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman. And we're all trying to live up to something based on somebody else's opinion. But culture's very powerful and social economic fucking structures and just social dynamics are very influential, like extremely. I don't know. Like I feel like I would like a sense of direction. I would like something to focus on better. I'd like to find something that I feel passionate about. But I'm not sure why. I don't know where that came from. Why do I feel like I have this need to know what I want to do with my life? Because what's so scary about chaos? What's so scary about this directionalist, floaty fucking conflictions and all this kind of stuff? Why is it so torturous? I don't know. Is it because I'm convinced I need direction? But where'd that come from? My therapist? Again, society? The way I feel like women look at men? Where did I get this I need a sense of direction from? Because I think about like Patrice O'Neal and even just some of these Andrew Tate peoples and just whatever. Well, Patrice O'Neal and Andrew Tate are completely different, but whatever. Regardless, these male figures, you know, what they said, it's like I'd live in a cardboard box if it wasn't for women. Like all this stuff, all these cars, this big house, this big everything is for women. It's not for me. And then even when I was telling, or I was talking to my girlfriend about that, it's like I only move because of you, but I don't want to move. And that's what I mean. Oh, I want to be attractive to women. And I wasn't attractive to women my whole life. Or whatever, right? I wasn't. Like I didn't lose my virginity until I was 22. And then who did I lose it to? My brother's ex-fucking girlfriend? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck is this? You know? Oh, that's all fucked up, right? But, well, hey, it is what it is. That's what happened. You know, my whole point is, though, is I wasn't attractive. I wanted women. I liked women. I got the hormones, right, that make me want to be with women. So I was trying to learn how to be attractive. And then that's the problem. I'm like, I wasn't just naturally attractive. So all my attractive qualities feel artificial. And it all feels like a big game that I've been playing or I've been trying to learn. And to be honest, I'm oh God, of course. And to be honest, I'm trying to like do as little games as possible, and I want to be as straightforward as possible. But there's still some type of charm you have to have. There's still some type of reading the room you have to do. There's still some type of, all right, feel the energy and the vibe of what she's going through and feeling and move accordingly. There's a dance, and I don't like it. You know, me and her were watching this nature shit, and there was this bird, obviously, that was trying to get a female, and the way he would strut his feathers and the way that he would present himself and flare his nostrils, whatever the fuck he had to do, it's like a little dance, because he wants to pass his genes on, and this is the ritual, and this is the shit that you got to do. And then, you know, the female was like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like, fuck you, right? I'm like, wow, all right. It's the same kind of thing between men and women. It's just, you have this dance that you do between each other. But, like, what the guy's got to do is so, like, you got to learn what a woman wants. But I'm like, okay, but I'm not that. And I have a subconscious desperation, right, to pass my genes on and to reproduce. And I have a humongous sex drive that I need to be satiated, like it needs to be satisfied. And if it's not, it causes extreme amounts of discomfort inside of my being. So now I have to learn and develop ways to attract women. But it all seems so depressing, actually, because I don't want to do any of that stuff. Well, you're just not, you got to just do what you got to do, and then this is what's said, and it is what it is, until you're on your knees screaming up to the sky, saying, what the fuck is this, right? But hey, what are you going to do about it? That's the way women are. Don't ask why they are the way they are. But I just feel like it's all bullshit. The relationship between men and women is so not real, and I'm not really sure how to close the gap, because even with my girlfriend, I still feel these, I gotta move in a certain way, I gotta do the little dance, and I know she feels all of it. She knows everything. She's extremely smart, extremely perceptive. She knows what the fuck the moves are and what the fucking shit is, and the calculations and the flirting and all of that stuff. I don't give a fuck about any of it. It's all because I want to reproduce. And then apparently this is what's attractive to women. But hey, you hear that typical line all the time, just be yourself. Well, I was for 22 years. Well, you just weren't choosing the right women. Is that what the problem was? Right? And then I'm stuck again in this fucking shit of asking all these questions. I'm like, wow. I feel good when I create. Like this YouTube video or whatever, and even yesterday, like, I called the video Stillwater. I just liked it. It's a cool name, right? Because I was saying still so much in the video. And I just felt like this stagnant pool of water that's not really moving anywhere. And it's kind of been stuck in the same puddle, saying the same shit, splashing into the same fucking water. Whatever, regardless, I like that name. I like to create. It brought me some type of pleasure in my brain when I was thinking about it. And I did it by accident. I just typed in still, and then Stillwater showed up, and I was like, I like that. That sounds cool, right? I guess anyways, though, it's like, I'm trying to be as authentic as possible, and even this whole thing about be yourself, right? Like, really be yourself. And then I guess, yes, I had that, I still have it, like this fear of, well, myself is not attractive. Myself doesn't want to move. Myself only moves for a woman, just, right, or whatever, right? And then that's unattractive. Like, you should move on your own. I'm like, well, what the fuck is the motivation behind anything? The motivation's to get women. But is it really? Is that all I'm doing, is just trying to get women? Well, you gotta do something else besides chase women, because if a man has a purpose that's incredibly attractive and blah, 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 whatever the fuck, go down the list of attractive qualities of men. and how many of them I don't have, right? Or how many of them I don't want to have. That's the big thing as well. Like, I don't want to do that. You got to do, like for example, like looking at those pickup artist fucking videos or whatever. Like I used to look at it, and I always felt like this is so wrong. Like this is so bullshit. And as authentic as some of them felt, they just weren't, because they're doing the dance. And I think if you're playing the game at all, you're full of shit. So it's like, well, and then the response, or the defensive response maybe from a man, would be, well, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, this is what women want, dude. Like, what do you expect? You know? Like, what, you want to catch a fish with, like, a tire? Like, what are you, stupid? Like, why are you trying to catch fish with different bait? Like, this is the bait and this is what's been working. So use this. And then here I am trying to, no, use a tire. And that's how absurd it sounds. Use a rubber, shitty tire covered in filth to attract a woman. Oh, well, women aren't fish. Whatever, you get my point, I hope. You know, the whole point is, it's like there's step-by-step shit. And I'm like, is just like, what happened? Why is this what the dance is? Why is this what's attractive? And why do I want to not do any of it at all? Like, I don't. Well, you're just lazy. Well, you just don't want to do that. And then I feel how, like, it is unattractive. But is the true strength not to care, actually, and just be yourself? Woo! Right? How to be a strong, confident man. Go look up 10 million of those fucking videos on YouTube. You'll find some shit about some dude talking about how he picks up women in the step-by-step fucking program that you gotta pay for so you can be a super attractive man like him. Which is, you know, again, fuck all that bullshit. Like, I look at all of it and I'm like, suck a fucking dick. Well, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Right, yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. Oh, what's up, you fucking idiot? Not awake, huh? Thank you. Anyways. Yeah, a lot of do what you gotta do, but again, the problem is, I don't know if I actually have to. I don't know if I actually have to do what I have to do. And that's been the biggest fucking problem that I keep seeming to run into, is I don't know what's changeable and what's not changeable, and I don't know what things are, it is what it is. Like, I really don't know that. So I am in this constant state of questioning and trying to find answers. Which, yeah, I can run myself into the fucking ground like I've done many fucking times. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm talking about this whole narrative when it comes to the social dynamics between men and women. And I'm like, I want to catch women with trying to be myself, which I guess is the equivalent to trying to catch a woman with the wrong bait. Like, well, you already been being yourself for 22 years. Look what that got you. Look what that got you. I mean, like, why did my girlfriend like me in the fucking first place? Or whatever I think, right? It's because I kind of was just free. And I was feeling myself or whatever, but, oh, I guess she looked past that and saw who I really am and was attracted to that. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? Well, who am I really? What would you see? What the fuck are you talking about? Just be yourself. That's the most attractive goddamn thing. Be unapologetically yourself. Well, I'm trying to figure out who I am. Right? Mr. Identity Crisis. I've been trying to figure that out for my whole fucking life. Like, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I don't know. I'm like, I keep changing, I guess. Like, who am I though? Like, why am I? Oh, I don't know who I am. What? Like, really? Like, do I not know who I am, or I don't know how to fit within this structure that I'm surrounded in? Like, is that really? Maybe that's the actual problem. It's not that I don't know who I am. Like, I think I do. I just don't know how to fit here with the fact of me. Like, I don't know what to do with it. You need to figure out who you are. What? I don't think so. I think most of the time it's like you got to figure out where you fit in society or something. Like, that's what it feels like. And then because I mean, if I just did what I wanted, like, you just get exiled and then you're homeless. Like, that's just the way it works. So, like, it all depends on what you want, and I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I want. Like, maybe I want to be homeless and just say fuck this whole thing and I don't give a damn anymore, you know. But hey, the warm bed and warm food and you know, a warm roof over my head is nice, and I don't want to be those homeless guys shooting crack in their ass, right? Like, I don't want to do that, but I'm not sure what I want to do, because I don't really like this shit either. This job, these people, this talking about bullshit, making money, thinking about money, working long hours. But hey, maybe I should stop bitching and be grateful for what I have for once in my fucking life. But for some reason, I'm not. I'm just not. Because you know what the fucking problem is with comparing to, like, other people? Like, well, at least you're not some, again, homeless guy on the fucking street. Right? But I'm like, okay, he would die to be in your position. I'm like, well, good for him. Like, good for him. And I had a point here. I'm like really trying to find it. Like me trying to be like, well, somebody is in a worse position than you are. I'm like, okay, by whose definition? What does worse mean? What does that mean? Why? Because I do have a roof over my head, and then I do have a job, and I have clothes on, and shoes, and all these things. I'm good on the basic necessity level. But okay, I'm not good though mentally. I haven't been good mentally for a while. And I see a lot of people out here, just especially in America, like, yeah, they're just miserable cunts. Miserable fucking people. Having their own hard times and shit. So that's what I mean. I don't feel ridiculously unique. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm just tired. But yeah, here I am again, like, wanting to think. Like, I wanted to make a video, so it's not like I was forced to start thinking or something. But it's hard for me to shut my brain off. It's really hard for me to shut my fucking brain off. I guess that's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of my own head just constantly like thinking. What's going on? Okay, this. Okay, next. Like, I am getting kind of sick of that. I don't know if I want to say anything else right now. Like, I'm about to be at my stop kind of soon. I'm just at a red light now, so I guess, I don't know, any closing thoughts? Oh boy. And I'm like, oh, that's so awful to say. I'm like, no, it's not. I want some titties in my face. I can feel how tired I am, and I just want to distract myself with basic pleasures, right? And then, hey, you know, here I am in the city, and there's women fucking everywhere. So, whatever. I think that's enough. So, until, goodbye.